First at 5. From the University of Florida's College of Journalism and Communications, you're watching WUFT News.
Tonight on WUFT News, food insecurity in Gainesville. We'll look at the city's ideas for helping neighbors in need. The city of Gainesville could be one step closer to solving what some local leaders call a food insecurity issue. Good evening, I'm Elena Wilson.
And I'm Daniela Mora. The lack of accessible food has particularly plagued the east side of Gainesville. Now city leaders may have some answers. WUFT Arnae Holcomb joins us live in the newsroom after taking her questions about insecurity to the city. Arnae, how are leaders planning to increase access to food?
Elena, Daniela, let me first say the city asked the community for feedback back in February. Now, leaders are using those ideas to come up with a plan for action.
We were able to identify 8 core areas that are barriers, so things like the financial burden, things like knowledge gaps, time was seen as a large barrier.
Factors like these, leaders say, have resulted in a food insecurity in the city. That is, a lack of access by all people at all times to enough food for an active, healthy lifestyle.
Food access is a symptom of food insecurity, and access can refer to transportation. It can also refer to just being able to access the type of food that's available.
Even nonprofit organizations like St. Francis House say it's hard to provide food for residents because of these factors.
People who are coming into the shelter every day for food have to be close by enough that they can get here. If they're too far away, they're not going to make it here for a hot meal.
Raskin says these programs do present good opportunities, but they aren't being taken advantage of.
We are lucky in Gainesville to have a plethora of resources available to us that I think if we were able to collaborate a bit better and make use of our collective impact, then we could address some of the gaps that currently exist.
Feedback from the community included solutions like more edible landscapes, enhancing gardening programs throughout the city, and creating a food policy council.
One possible collaboration commissioners mentioned is partnering with UF-IFAS and letting the university take the lead to find a solution to the food insecurity issue. However, a representative for the university was at the meeting saying while UF does conduct research, its role does not include implementing any solutions. Meanwhile, the city did mention it will work towards creating a food policy council. Reporting live in the newsroom, Arnae Holcomb, WUFT News.